National scandal. Kentucky sues Roblox after discovering simulations of Charlie Kirk's murder on the world's most popular children's platform.
Brutal lawsuit against Roblox for mocking Charlie Kirk. The Attorney General of Kentucky has officially sued Roblox. The reason? Inside the platform, used by millions of children, there were experiences simulating the shooting of Charlie Kirk. Yes, you heard that right. Video games where players recreate the tragedy, the moment his life was taken, as if it were a mission, a challenge, or something fun. Depictions where he gets shot as part of the game, where his image is used as a target for violent content disguised as digital fun. But it didn't stop with outrage on social media. Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman filed a formal lawsuit against Roblox Corporation. What's he alleging? That the company hasn't done enough to protect minors from explicit content, including violent scenes, inappropriate language, and in this case, video games where Charlie Kirk is literally shot. The lawsuit states that Roblox lacks proper age controls and that its moderation systems allow this kind of experience to remain active for days, even weeks, before being removed. In response, Roblox claims it has removed over 100 experiences related to this case. But they also said many of the accusations were exaggerated or taken out of context, clearly another excuse to justify the mess on their platform. And honestly, it's no surprise. Roblox has been harshly criticized for its poor online safety and recent scandals involving adult predators inside the platform.
Well, that was fast. Not even a day after the passing of Charlie Kirk, and people are already mocking his death on Roblox. There's shirts being sold containing images of him being shot, emotes, and other realistic visuals. Kids are even creating games simulating his assassination. Not being sad is one thing, but it's honestly disgusting to see the amount of people, especially children, celebrating this man's death. You can't push for gun control, but selectively cheer for when guns are used against someone you don't like. Whenever events like these happen, people devote more energy speculating what the perpetrator looks like or what party they belong to. America as a whole has a violence problem. The more it's celebrated, the more normalized it becomes, and the more violence occurs. As a non-American, it's crazy to see the divide. People keep pointing fingers and looking for someone to blame when they should be uniting and pushing for real solutions. This being celebrated and more normalized for kids will only teach kids that violence is the way to deal with their problems.
Still, the lawsuit stands. And this case could set a real precedent on how digital spaces with millions of children are regulated. Now I ask, how did we get here? When did it become acceptable to simulate violence against people just for thinking differently? What kind of culture have we created where portraying someone's death becomes a joke? What kind of sick mind designs a game like that and uploads it for kids to play? And the worst part isn't that it happened. The worst part is that many woke leftists celebrated it. They laughed. They shared it. Made memes. Praised it online, turned it into a trend. But now they're facing the consequences. Several people who mocked him are already being fired. Others have been publicly exposed, some lost everything. And little by little, the morally superior left is falling into its own trap. Weren't they the ones preaching love? Weren't they the inclusive ones? Didn't they say violence is never the answer? Then why mock something so tragic? Why turn a real tragedy into a video game? Why use hatred as entertainment when it suits them? Because that's their true face, the left that calls itself progressive when it's convenient, but dehumanizes anyone who doesn't think like them. Charlie Kirk was the victim of a terrible act, and instead of showing respect or humanity, many used him as a punchline, as if he didn't matter, as if his life was worth less because of his ideas. If it had been the other way around, if a progressive figure had been the target, we'd be seeing protests, headlines, scandals. But since it's someone from the right, it's just a joke. The lawsuit is already underway, and this could very well become a precedent, because we need to stop normalizing hate, especially in front of millions of children. But what do you think about all this? I'd love to read your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.